Welcome back, Queen. All right, so let's let me talk about starting this journey with setting an intention. I mentioned this in the last segment. So, why do we want to set an intention? Why do we want to start this journey out setting an intention? I said, well, the desire is the foundation. Desire is the foundation of setting an intention, right? So a prerequisite for this quest is that you take some time to define your intentions, to identify your passions, to clarify your purpose, as I mentioned before, and to highlight your goals. So essentially each journal or building block throughout the journey up requires that you set an intention for the day, the week, and the month, and then the next 6 months, and then the year ahead. Defining, claiming, and living toward your desire helps you notice its fruition. So when you know what you want, you can and have a clear understanding of why you want that to be brought into your existence, then you can get a better grasp of, or a grasp of, when you know that you are getting closer to fruition, or certain resources or relationships or things that you need to bring that into fruition come into play. So if you don't know where you're headed, you you won't be able to get to where you're going. So in order for you to get to where you're going, you need to know where you're headed. And then to move you forward, you need an intention. What's your why? What's your reason? What do you intend to experience? What do you intend to create? Who do you intend to help? Who do you intend to be? Those things are essential. They're all a part of your vision. And these are all missing building blocks as to why people have a thought, an idea, and it never reaches fruition, because they don't bridge the gap in between by taking the steps that I'm asking you to take. So again, defining, claiming, and living towards your desire helps you notice fruition more readily. So the journals are designed to include setting an intention so that it aligns with your overall intentions for the year. So your journal will include for the week, for the day and the week. But what I'm asking you to do prior to is for the next 30 days, the next 90 days, the next 180 days, and then the next for the year, right? So then you could work backwards. And when I talk about creating and things like that, you'll be able to work backwards. And so then you can, in your 28 days, not only will you be cultivating self-love, awareness, gratitude, but you'll be asked to implement tasks or steps or milestones in between, so that you can segment this larger goal into smaller goals that take you through the next year. So that's the whole purpose. So again, in just a moment, you'll be asked to set your your monthly, your quarterly, your biannual, and your annual intentions, goals, and desires for your journey upward throughout the year. Now, as you write your responses for each prompt that you'll see just in the segment, I'm not going to read them to you. You'll be able to read them on your own. But as you go through the prompts, as you write your responses to each of those prompts, remember that transformation, healing, or the success that you seek is contingent upon the wherewithal to align everything that you do, everything that you choose, everything that you say or think has to align with your overall desire, or the overall goal, or the overall manifestation that you seek to experience at the end of the year. This way you stay true to whatever it is that you intend to create this year, because sometimes it's not easy. It's easy to get distracted, but your intentions and your goals, your intentions, your why, your purpose, all of those things help you stay focused, or it helps you to recognize distractions much easier, because everything should be aligned. If it's not, then it doesn't doesn't need to be in your life. So we'll get more into that later. But staying true to what you intend to create at the end of the year, that's the whole point. So having this clear picture makes it easier to stay committed and to stay confident as each day unfolds, no matter what the circumstances that surround you, no matter what relationships that you have. You set the intention from the inside, and you write it down, and you hold yourself to that intention. So you might be asking, like, what is the difference between an intention, a goal, and a desire? Well, that's a great question. It's a great question. So let me highlight just a few things to kind of, and you could do your own exploration also, but just from a high level, intentions demonstrate a way of being in any given moment. Like, who do you intend to be? How do you intend to be? And then you can associate that with what do you intend, like, to reach in terms of a goal. What do you intend to experience as it relates to a desire? So having that understanding, then you get an idea of who you are today or how you are today, and if there's a gap in between, who do I need to become in order to have this experience? Because if I'm not that today, then what steps do I need to become that person who intends to have this experience, or who intends to. And your intentions can change each day, each month, or what have you, because every day that you wake up, you have an entirely different energy. Every day that you wake up, you have entirely different emotions that you're managing, different circumstances, different even locations, and different people around you. So every day your intention may be different. Every month your intention may be different. Every 180 days. So it may get redundant, but you'll get into a habit of writing these things down, because it also helps you be more in tune with how you're feeling on the inside. Are you feeling bad? And most of the time, if you're feeling not so great or what have you, 9 times out of 10, you're not in alignment with what it is that you intended for yourself, or your overall goal and desire. So intentions are a great way to make sure that you're living each day as intended. So intentions are lived each day, and they are independent of achieving a goal or a destination. Most of the time, intentions has to do with who you plan on, who you need to be, how you need to be, what you need to be, and how you want to feel, what experience you want to create. So your intentions help you to create those things. Like I said before, intentions are about the relationship that you're having with yourself or others. So the goals, on the other hand, goals are external achievements that they are focused on the future, whereas intention are in the moment. How do you intend to be? Or in that moment, how do you intend to feel? Like, what is the intention to beneath the goal? So that's the intention of the moment. The goal is what you will achieve in the future. They may be destinations, they may be a specific milestone or goal or an experience and things like that. Goals are actually also specific, they're measurable, and they're attainable, they're results based and time bound. So maybe by now you've heard of being able to measure your goals by SMART. So that is specific, measurable, attainable, results based, and then time bound. So that's goals at a high level. The last piece is desires. Now, desire is more about the experience and the feeling, which is different from the intention, because the driving force that makes you want to experience something, not the intention, but the driving force. What is the desire? What is the feeling? Like, what is the why? What is it that you will have as a result of reaching this goal for yourself, whether it's more money. I desire to have more money. I desire to have a different relationship. I desire to have a more notoriety as a result of the goal, which might be to get another job, right? Or the goal is to get another job so that I can buy another house, right? But how will you feel about having a house? That can be both intention and desire, right? So just kind of play with all of these things, but get clear on them. Okay, so that's the wrap up on the difference between intentions, goals, and desires. So again, continue to enjoy the journey. It's time now to start setting your intentions and your goals. So that'll be what you're asked to do in the next segment. So for now, click complete to move on to the next segment. I will see you there. Ashe.